Okay. Do you want Denise to man?
Oh, no, I'm just going to do it from back here.
Okay. Do you want... Should I move anything out of your way?
Nope, it's all good.
Okay.
Alright.
Jojo.
Yup.
Jojo dancing, your life is cool.
Do you...
So,
Are
here
you...
we are, Jojo's Travels by Jojo Ortega.
Are you open to comments while presenting, or do you want us to wait till the end?
I'm sorry?
Are you open to comments while you're presenting?
Oh,
or
yeah, that's no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
So yeah, welcome to Jojo's Travels. I put a video in here for you. But I'm not showing up. Yeah, I had no idea I visited that many places until I was making this.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've covered quite a bit. Sounds like a good idea, Joe. Yeah. So anyways.
That was cute.
So starting with Detroit, with my family, Hazel and Sam, my two sisters, Christine and Sade. That's where I was born, November 30th, 1982. And then we went ahead, June 5th, 1991, just my mother and us kids, we went ahead and moved off to Wausau, Wisconsin, and that's where I initially grew up, going to elementary school, middle school, high school, and college, even though I didn't really finish. So yeah, the first family vacation, we drove to Florida for a seminar that my family, we were doing at Amway.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
we were allowed to stay for, it was only 3 days out of the 7. So we were allowed to go ahead and stay the rest of the time at the Dolphin Hotel.
Nice.
It was great, 5-star hotel, but me and my sisters and the rest of the kids, we all ducked off and went to the Marriott next door. It was more fun. So yeah.
What was going on at the Marriott?
Right, and then yeah, on the way back up to home, we stopped at Uncle Tony's in Tennessee, and that was great because he took us out into the mountains, and there was this village out there that it was like made for tourists basically. A bunch of like Amish people, they had their houses, they had the farm, the goats, I mean everything. It was really cool. So they also had a petting zoo as well. And I got to see wolves up close.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. They were humongous. The guide was trying to tell us, oh, they're busy, and I was like, no, they're coming. They're like, no, the guide was trying to move us along. It's like, no, hang on, they're coming. And sure as heck, they showed right up on the ridge. They came down and greeted me right there. It was awesome.
Cool.
So I think I have a little connection with wolves. So the second family vacation, my family and I had some friends living in Wilmar, Minnesota, and they would come visit us, and then we would go visit them. It started because of my dad was a mechanic, and their bus broke down. So then when they went to go call somebody up, 2 o'clock in the morning here, my father ended up getting the phone call, and we went ahead and went out there and we fixed their truck, or the bus, and just became friends after that. It was awesome. My dad ended up doing a evangelism with the pastor, because it was the pastor's bus, and the friends we made out of it were just the announcer. So yeah, anyways, it was beautiful, it was fun. We visited about 4 or 5 times, and then they moved away to a different country for work. So we lost touch.
Well, that's what they say.
So my first time traveling on my own, went to Fort Wayne, Indiana to help a friend move down there, because my friend, she was going to live with her mother that was in need of hospitalization. So she's like, well, forget that, I'm just going to come down and take care of you myself. but nobody would help her. So my boss is like, paid vacation, you got a week, get out of here. It's like, all right. So drove the Penske truck and a car and a trailer all the way to Fort Wayne, Indiana. And then I eventually spent my whole vacation down there. It was awesome, a lot of fun. Then we got myself a ticket, and I flew back by myself. And I had a layover in Detroit, Michigan. And I so wanted to go out. It's like I'm home. I'm where I'm born, and I'm by myself. I want to go see if I can find my real dad. You know? But nah, I just stayed there because I was actually kind of afraid to go out. I didn't want to get shot or something, mugged or whatever, you know, because I had like $1,000 in my pocket. You know, there's no way I wanted to go out. So yeah, I have a couple pictures of Fort Wayne there. Went to the airport, and then also Detroit. That was about the area that I was at. It was awesome. I wish I could put the pictures of the hallways. The hallways were all lit up like just neon all the way. It was really cool at night. So yeah, my fishing trip. It says there, I was on the way to Illinois, took a right instead of a left, ended up in Iowa, decided to go fishing there instead. Didn't catch a thing, so I just went home back to Wausau. So yeah, here I go to Hollywood. Average temperature is just hot. All the time. Even in January, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. All you had to do was like wear like a little bit of a rain jacket because it was sprinkling all the time. Yeah, it was craziness. From Wausau, I packed up my belongings. I sold all that I had of value. I bought my ticket, saw my family for the last time, and then I got on a plane in Mosinee, had a layover in Minnesota, and then I arrived safely in LAX. Now, the funny thing is, I had this guy that was afraid of heights, and he was next to me. And I'm trying to tell him, just relax. You know, it's okay. He's like, no, it's not. He's got the handles like this. He's just shaking. And I couldn't help it. I was looking out the window, because he actually swapped spots. He didn't want the window, but they gave him the window. So he's like, no, you have the window. It's like, cool. I wanted the window. Well, eventually I was like looking outside and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I'm like, dude, check this out. He's like, no, leave me alone. It was great. Couldn't help it. I used to be afraid of heights. So, okay. Los Angeles, on my own journey. Glacier water, you definitely want to have bottled water all the time. If you drink the water coming out of the faucet without like boiling it first, you kind of have the runs. You know? You're not feeling good. So yeah, I have a picture there of the traffic. I lived with my aunt and uncle till I got on my feet, but I ended up losing my job. I ended up homeless, and I did not want to go back there because I did not like his wife. So eventually I was living on Venice Beach, selling some hot dogs, bacon wrap hot dogs for $3.75, hot fresh, all you can eat. And then I ended up taking a bike ride to Tijuana. I went ahead and stayed in San Diego for a night once I got down there because my friend wasn't there at the border to meet with me. I did go into Tijuana, but I came back. There was no reason for me to be there if I didn't have the help to go around. Because once you pass that border, like seriously, at first it's taxi guys. Taxi, taxi, taxi. No, I'm good. I got my bike. No, you want a taxi? No, I don't want a taxi. Please, leave me alone. I'm just looking for my friend. No, you want a taxi? Where are you going? I have no idea. My buddy's supposed to be here. Yeah, he was drunk, passed out at home, so. Yeah.
It was like that, you really do enemies.
So my bike ride to Tijuana, Mexico. I rode down the coast of California to visit my buddy in Tijuana. Like I said, I was living on Venice Beach and decided to go for this trip since I had nothing else to do. Jobs were hard to find, and my interview wasn't for another 2 weeks, so I had an extra vacation. It was awesome. And then here's the positive note for you guys. Oh, wait, back that up. If you couldn't hear that, it was difficult at times because of prices, but I still yet managed. So, yeah, I just kept going. Can't let things get you down. So the journey continues. I gained a bus ticket so I could leave LA because things were just not going right. And I didn't make it in Hollywood. I actually went into essential casting, trying to get into some backgrounds so I could become the next, you know,
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld. And the Greyhound had stopped in Vegas for about 6 hours, so I stopped, did a little sightseeing. Afterwards, we pushed on through the next couple of states so we can get to Montana as well as Idaho. And then, last but not least, we ended up getting to Spokane, Washington. I came up because I have a friend here that I grew up with back in Wisconsin. And then, I just ended up going on my own. So yeah, I came to visit, got a job, met a nice girl. I'm attending Interface College now. I'm working on getting my deli / PC repair shop going. So yeah, I'm here to stay. This is like home now. I'm loving
I
it.
think it's weird, but I go to this coffee shop that has a computer repair in it too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I know that one. It's off the highway.
Yeah, over on off of Freya.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then for the end, I did another recording. Well, at the end there, it's telling you to ask Joe if there's any questions, and I'm pointing down where I should be standing right there. But we don't have the little clicker. So anyways, I'm Joe Ortega. This is the end. And here's my email address if you want to get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Blogger, MySpace, YouTube, which I want comments. Alright, give me thumbs up, follow. And then
Oh my God.
I am DJ Flichet. Thank you, and have a great day.
I didn't know you were filming your show. Pretty cool. Can I get in this movie?
It's going to be on YouTube.